Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Thank you, Chantra. What's on Tap podcast is back with Chantra.
Hello.
So it's not going to be one of our better episodes.
Turn it off now.
Yep. You've been warned. It's all downhill from here.
Yep.
Okay. So how you been, man?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. I'm doing pretty good. Chantra, how you doing?
Really good, thank you.
Wonderful. Now that we're all doing great.
Well,
talk
we're
here.
doing good.
You're doing great.
All right.
Oh, the way we come across this table. So today, we got a couple of fun, interesting beers. We have the Omnipollo Trillium collaboration, which came out originally in, I want to say February in bars in Sweden, called Covered in Puppies. And it's a double IPA, comes in at 8.1% alcohol. And you did not get a chance to try this when it came out originally,
Yeah, I don't
did
think
you?
so.
Oh.
I never made it to a bar at that point.
Or you didn't make it, okay. Sounds so unlike you. But yeah, when this came out, I figured it was a one and done kind of release that they did at.
Like our friendship?
Yep. That they would do in the bars, and then we would never see it again.
Yep.
I was very surprised when they had it when it started showing up online at different bottle shops to purchase, and then they had an announcement that it was coming out. Systembolaget. I was like, wow,
That's exciting.
unusual, because usually the Omnipollo doesn't usually release a lot of stuff as Systembolaget. They do.
Are you kidding?
No, they have a lot now.
Well, they have they have 3 beers they have on regular release, but then
It's like every single stout thing they make come out at the temporary releases, pretty much.
no, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
What?
I Want to Be Your Dog just came out as well.
Well, yeah, that one just came out.
Yeah. We've had Outside the Lines, which was also a
Outside the Lines was like
collaboration.
3 years ago or 2 years ago.
Well, it can't be that long.
Yeah.
You guys have been friends forever.
And then we had Lorelei.
Lorelei, but again, that was last year.
Yeah, so I mean, we're getting it as soon as they come out.
So I'm just saying, based on the amount of stuff that they release in bottles, we don't see a lot of it here.
You think?
Well, they just put out the Himla on bottle. They just put out the Gimba Gumbomba or whatever the hell it's called on bottle. They put out another one recently that I've seen in...
Have they showed up at like Box Bear or something?
Yeah, they showed up box beers, and they've shown up... I've seen the Himla or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That's... actually, they have that at Bishop's Arms of
cheeseburger one?
I
I
don't
think
remember.
it's the cheeseburger and fries one, Hilma.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah.
But I mean, usually I feel like when...
There was a Listra that came out, and there's been quite a few, but
All right.
I would say, well, compared to the amount that I see them have bottles of through their Instagram, compared to the amount of stuff we see at Systembolaget.
I'm not sure statistically wise, actually. I'm just
You can go back to sleep, Chantra. Nobody rattled your cage.
On this episode of What's on Tap, we discuss what percentage of bottles
show up at Systembolaget.
Anyway.
We'd love
My
to hear
point
your
is
comments, listeners.
they put a lot of stuff out, and we don't see a lot of it in Systembolaget comparatively.
I feel like the stuff that comes out like Box Beers comes out at Systembolaget a couple of months after.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll start seeing more.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll just
if
have to wait
anybody
and see.
out there would like to put this in a graph and send it to us on one of our
That would be wonderful.
social media,
If somebody felt the need to chart this out,
we would appreciate it.
the releases that Omnipollo does compared to the releases that happened in Systembolaget, that would be
Challenge somewhere out there, I'm sure, is accepted.
yes. So Chantra, that's what your homework is.
Make that graph.
Make that
you
graph.
need to, over the last 3 years, you need to look at the releases they had compared to what we've
came
actually
out
been able to get
at
to.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll get started on that right away, bosses.
Yes. Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah. That's why we have you around. You're the producer.
Yes. Graph maker.
Make the graph.
Yep.
Make the graph.
Make the graph.
Graphics expert.
Yes.
Indeed.
All right. So let's jump into Covered in Puppies. How you feeling about the smell?
Good.
Good. Very descriptive.
Good.
I feel like I can.
It's very smelly.
It's very smelly.
But is it
Does it smell
like
a lot?
smelly puppy smelly, or is it just
Wet puppy smelly?
wet puppy smelly?
Wet dog. It
Wet
smells
dog,
like wet
wet
dog.
dog.
Wet,
No, it doesn't.
old wet newspaper.
No,
No, it smells
it doesn't.
good.
It smells
It
really
smells
nice.
really nice.
It reminds me of like an old school double IPA smell.
Cabbage.
OSD IPA?
Yep.
That's a new type of beer.
Oh, is it?
OSD IPA.
Old school double IPA?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'll cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
All right. Cheers.
For me, it smells. The taste.
Kind of harsh on the hops.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to say something,
Yeah,
and then harsh on the hops boy over
harsh
here.
harsh on the hops. I just was going to say that it didn't have quite the taste as the smell. The smell, I thought, would be a little bit more. I don't know, smoother. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you said, maybe it's the harsh on the hops.
Yeah, I remember
Brewed
this.
at Sigtuna
Okay, so it was
it's
brewed here in Sweden.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's not
yeah.
brewed at De Proof,
Yeah.
which is what I thought when I saw the bottle shape.
But then you read that, and then you had the proof that it was not.
At De Proof. This is why we have you on.
Yep. Bad puns.
Yeah.
That's where the show has really been missing.
Yeah. Just terrible puns.
If you don't
Yep.
know, read it and get the proof.
Oh my God. So I mean, you had it on tap before.
Mhm.
How does this stack up against the keg version?
I want to say it was a smoother.
Because it does feel a bit harsh.
Yeah. It felt more rounded.
Because this was made right in the Trillium IPA New England kind of craze starting up.
Yeah.
And this doesn't feel as, like, it doesn't have that juicy characteristic in bottle, I think.
Yeah, because I remember it being a little juicier, more smoother,
Yeah.
easier drinking, and this is a little more on the dank side.
Yeah.
I think.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but
No. I mean, I like the color. It's got a nice haziness to it. It's not quite the New England haze, but it's just the standard kind of hazy IPA-ish thing you see almost everywhere these days.
yeah. Kind of want to let it warm up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we can.
We can move on.
We can
to
come
the
back
other
to
one.
it. We
Yeah,
can
I
move
wanna
on to
come
that.
back to this
Yeah.
Let's come back to
because
it.
I feel like it's gonna kind of
Blossom,
balance
maybe.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna open up more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
Like
the-
Meow Bialik after the
After
very
my
special episode of
electrolytes.
Blossom. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
So this is one of my favorite breweries out of the UK, the Kernel. We don't see their stuff at Systembolaget very often.
What percentage would you say? Could someone graph this out for us?
Well, you're gonna.
Yep. I look forward to seeing your graph of the Kernel releases in Sweden.
It smells a bit roasty.
Well, it is a red rye ale.
Yeah.
So it should be a bit roasty. It's 7.3% ABV. It says it's a bottle conditioned beer, store upright and poured gently. If you prefer to leave the yeast sediment inside the bottle.
Stefan loves to brag that he can read on the show.
I can. That's why I'm on the show, is
Okay.
for
reading
my reading
capabilities.
abilities. But I mean, the Kernel is not a release that you see a lot of in Sweden.
No.
It's for, I mean, in shops.
Let's wait to see the graph
Yeah.
before we comment
Yes,
any further.
yeah.
on
This might be the second or third release I've seen
It does have a
from
very
them.
Yeah.
poopy water look to it, though.
Well, it is a red ale.
It is.
But it's a very murky red ale.
Yeah. It's more like a brownish red.
Yeah,
Might want to get that looked at.
Yeah.
probably. You don't want polyps.
But it smells nice. It smells a bit roasty.
Well, all right. Well, cheers, guys.
Okay.
Cheers.
It's a pretty nice roasted red ale.
Clean.
I mean,
Fresh.
they do a lot of because when I first started drinking them, it was mostly for their IPAs,
Yeah.
and they do a lot
IPAs
of really
and
good
ales
IPAs.
with different hop combinations,
Yeah.
basically. We see them usually quite often at Bishop Savoy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And they usually do not disappoint. I have always enjoyed
Yeah,
their
I mean,
IPAs.
they don't make the most exciting styles or exciting variants within
Yeah.
that style, but they're usually quite on point or on style rather.
Yeah, for me they're kind of like brew by numbers. I know
Yeah.
they're not going to blow me away with anything they do, but I'm rarely going to be disappointed.
Yeah, exactly. It's always going to be like a solid whatever it is they made.
Yeah.
But it's well hopped. Tastes nice.
Wow, that was actually constructive content you added to the show.
Yeah.
I am shocked.
Woo-wee.
Shock and awe.
That was an on-point comment.
It is. Oh my god, I'm growing up.
I
Right
don't
before
know,
your eyes.
don't know if we would take it that far, but
And
Okay.
it had to happen eventually.
yeah.
Oh.
It's like you had a sandwich before coming here and
Now you
giving
have-
constructive comments on the show. It's like, who are you? Who is this person?
Just one of your compies.
Yep.
Proud. Proud.
Proud and loud.
Proud and loud.
She's not even farting for a change, so.
I know.
Well, the night's young.
Yeah, it
The
is.
day's young.
Sure.
It's
True,
not
true,
nighttime.
No. Right. Huh?
All right. So, how do you feel about red elves?
I like him.
Do you? Chantra?
I do. I like them.
I do too.
I'm surprised.
I mean,
Like it's one of those things that I think in the past year I've been more surprised that I would before I'd maybe third or fourth if I was just picking something on tap, but now it's like I might go for it actually for my first choice. Ooh, look at
all
me.
right. Yeah, a lot of people
Growing up.
Going.
not fan of red elves, but I think they're usually pretty enjoyable. And this one I think really is an excellent example of a roasted,
Well hopped.
smooth hopped, red ale.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're a wordsmith, my friend.
I know.
Good.
It's like I'm
What does it smell like?
optimizing.
Good.
Smells like good.
What do you think about it? Enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me like. Drinky. Drinky well. Me like.
It's like I'm just optimizing my
'Cause
content here.
that's what this is about. This is about
Yeah.
optimization of content in a podcast
Exactly.
format. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what people are looking for.
Yeah.
I want the most succinct podcast about
like-
beer I can possibly get.
It's like if you want the shortest review ever, it's like that. Maybe that should be a new concept.
It's just the 30-second beer review.
The 30-second beer review.
Opening a beer, try it.
Good. Well, I drink.
Yep.
Looks good, smells good. I like it.
There you go.
Bam. Doesn't
Boom.
even have to be 30 seconds. More
Boom.
like 7.
Your listeners are in for a treat next episode.
They are. I mean, it's going to be like the 5-minute podcast.
7 seconds.
Well, we have to open the beer
Oh.
and then read the label, so that takes at
Oh,
least
true.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 17-second podcast.
Perfect.
Okay, you go first this time, Stefan.
Okay, so which one are we reviewing first? The Covered in Puppies or the
No, the red ale, because I gotta go back to the puppies.
Yeah.
All right, the Kernel London Brick.
As you
I
always
will
do.
give this I'll give this a 4. I really like it. I think it's a very good example of the style. I think the color is a bit of a detraction, but overall, I quite enjoy this and would easily have it.
Blind people
again and
would
again.
love this.
Yes, people with poor eyesight or people that don't care. If they drink it straight from the bottle, they would not have a
There
problem
you
with it.
All right, what'd you give it?
3-7.
3-7? Wow, you guys really enjoyed it. I just liked it, so I'm giving it a 2.5.
You give it what?
A 3.25?
All right, 3.25.
I was rating it on a red ale. Right.
On a red ale scale?
Yeah.
Red ale scale.
Yeah. I like it. Okay, should we go back to puppies?
The
Yeah.
RA scale. All right, so
We got
Covered in
the-
Puppies. We'll jump back to that one. This had a chance. I think it's at a very good temperature now. Maybe a little too cold to begin with.
Good temperature?
A good temperature.
Yes. Temperature good.
Temperature?
Temperature good. Me likey temperature. I don't know that it's gotten any better.
No.
The look on Chandra's face says no. It did not get better with age.
What temperature?
Well, age,
Age.
temperature.
You were both wrong.
You think?
It's
No.
not better now.
No.
Well, it's slightly better now.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
Definitely getting more cabbage.
I really don't see where you're getting cabbage from in this.
Oh, it's right here. It's right in the glass. If you just smell it, it's right there.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a wet puppy smell. There's that wet puppy smell.
The wet
Wet puppy smell.
I'm going to give this a 3.75.
I'm gonna give this 3.25. Yep.
I'm also going to go 325.
All right. So apparently you're wrong. Again.
Well, we all know Tay thinks he has the most wonderful palate, so I think he thinks that he's probably right on this one.
It is well known in the
It's
land.
well known in the land.
All across the land.
All right.
So, where can we find you again?
Online.
In places.
In places?
What's on
Online?
tap? Podcast.com.
Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, Facebook.
SoundCloud. Not SoundCloud.
No.
But we should be. Might as well.
Might
Might
as
as
well.
well.
I'm
Stitcher.
not, I'm not paying for that though.
No.
Stitcher. Yeah, Stitcher. Anywhere you can find podcasts such as ours. And also not so fine podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so check us online. Let us know what you think if you've had the Kernel London Brick or Covered in Puppies.
Yep.
Love to hear what you think of these beers. But until next time, keep drinking.